good morning, good morning. It is Kelly Ramsey on this beautiful Thursday day. And I'm Kelly Ramsey with Developing People. And you can find me on Facebook as well as my website, developpeople.org. If you're new to our podcast, I must be doing a podcast, Periscope, just click to follow me, and would love to have you a part of our Periscope family. And if that little follow button doesn't come up, you can swipe left or right to also share the broadcast. So I'm on every morning, Monday through Friday, actually Monday through Saturday, between 8 and 8:30. I'm a little behind because it's spring break, but that's our normal time. So anytime between 8 and 9, we'll say. So today, our topic is Time Management Thursdays. So every Thursday we're going to come in with some type of time management tip, discovery, confession on time management, because that's always an area that we are working on. And I won't say struggling with, but working on. So we can't really manage how much time we have in our day, but we can manage what we do with it. So part of time management is that. But before I get to that, I have some great news. My oldest is 9 years old today. I'm talking about time, right? And so I can remember waiting for his arrival, anticipating it, and just, in awe of what God has done. That's part of my story. And so I want to encourage those that are have not gotten pregnant, but you've been waiting and wanting to, and you're frustrated, and because we don't have enough time to go through all of that story. But know that God is a God that is faithful, and that He has created us to give seed into the earth realm, our seed being our children. And so no matter how long you've been waiting, if you have a friend who is waiting to get pregnant, share this broadcast with them just as an encouragement. So the short part of my story is that I was married, divorced after 11 years, still holding on to the promises that God said I was going to be a mom, and divorced, single, and then remarried. And in our first 5 years, we were trying to get pregnant and didn't. And then finally we did in our, I would say like the third or fourth year of marriage, and got pregnant and had a miscarriage. So I lost the baby in the first 6 weeks, actually, of pregnancy. It was devastating. And so we don't think sometimes of a miscarriage as grief, but that's what it is. It caused me so much grief and disappointment and despair. So then I was hopeful, and then I was fearful, and then I was angry because I was watching all these other young ladies around me who didn't want to have more children, and I was getting older. And so at the age of 40, I had my first child, which was my son, Jason. And so I can tell you that being pregnant at 40 was exhilarating. I had an awesome pregnancy. I had to tear down every mindset that, well, it can't be, you're too old, what are you doing to have a baby now? And realize, because I'm a daughter of Zion, and the order and purpose of God is that children are birthed in marriage, healthy, and that we're able to take care of whatever their needs are, not where we are celebrating the birth of a baby to a 14-year-old, which is totally out of order, although it happens. I'm not, saying that, whatever child, I always say, a child comes to this earth, they were meant to be here, and so we need to rally around them and to do whatever is necessary. But that is not the norm, is what I'm saying. And so I had to battle that. And so part of that process was me sharing my story with people of all the different steps that I went through, because it wasn't a pretty process. It was a hard process. Lots of anger and bitterness. And then being the oldest daughter, not having children, and my siblings had children. They were young, so my kids are the youngest in the family. So we have the youngest is 6, which is my 6-year-old, and the oldest is 28, I think. Yeah, I think 28. And so just dealing with that stigma. So I share that story to be encouragement. So if you know someone who struggles with the same thing, have them share this Periscope so that they can be encouraged today. So back to our topic. Again, I'm Kelly Ramsey with Developing People. So today we're looking at time management. One of the biggest tools that I use in my life to manage all the things I have to do and the places I have to be is my planner. So one of the rules with the planner is that you always keep one calendar. I know we have work stuff, we have home stuff, we have family stuff, but when we start to manage it on separate calendars, things get crossed up and we tend to forget. So that's your time management tip. Keep a calendar, and the calendar tells you basically where you have to be physically, like your meetings and whatnot, but it also tells you what you have to prepare for. So like on my calendar this week, I had Jason's birthday, planning for that. I have a presentation tomorrow, all day tomorrow, a double presentation. So I planned ahead for that. And if I didn't have my calendar as that guide, I couldn't map out what my week would be. So getting a great tool like that is really, really important. In our program, The Launchpad, we actually walk you through how to take your idea, create a dream, a vision board for it, and then map out each of the goals that are necessary for that thing to come to fruition. And in the mapping out, we have a monthly calendar, we have a weekly calendar, a daily calendar, and then a task list of things to do for the day. So that's how we get it done. So those are just some tips I wanted to share with you this morning. Hope you have an awesome, awesome day. And remember that we at Developing People help you to discover your greatness, develop your idea from idea to reality, and we help you to launch it so that it actually happens. So have a great day and be awesome in whatever you go about to do today.